It was the longest night I've ever had. The time seemed to freeze. Heavy silence, both inside and outside, was disturbed only by perilous waves, unceasingly crashing on the shore. Some other time, the slow passage of time would be unbearable. Tonight, I was grateful for it. With no sleep in my eyes, I ran through the experiences of the past 2 days over and over again. Nothing worked out the way we had planned. After years of traveling to different parts of the world and having had a very similar experience on Kauai a few years before, I should have known better that when you could clearly see dense fog obscuring the top of the mountains from a beach located miles away, there was no point to head there. Mount Haleakala was legendary by all means. The largest dormant volcano in the world, it made up a large part of the island. The imposing summit towered more than 10,000 feet above sea level and reached the depths of the ocean of nearly 20,000 feet below the surface. Native Hawaiians had regarded Mount Haleakala as a sacred site for centuries. Chief priests climbed the summit to meditate and receive spiritual wisdom. Locally known as the House of the Sun, Mount Haleakala, however, was mostly famous for its glorious sunrise for outsiders like us. I knew for a fact that our time on Mount Haleakala would be limited. My nieces were not hiking type girls, so we were left only with sightseeing from the top of the volcano. The absence of fog was not just wished for, but crucial. We drove almost 2 hours from Kaanapali to Haleakala National Park. The road became treacherous as soon as we left the coastal side. Narrow and extremely winding, it felt like a roller coaster. We did reach the summit, that was 40 degrees colder and so foggy that you could hardly see anything in front of you. Defying our hopes, the top of the volcano was a miserable place to be at that moment. It was late afternoon when we got back to the sandy beaches and warm ocean of West Maui. We had only a few more hours of daylight and zero energy to make up for the lost time. The long sleepless hours, filled with the sound of the large waves breaking on the empty beach, stirred up something inside me. The world was such a big and diverse place, with so much more to offer than we had time to explore. But often, in this endless pursuit of new sights, we forgot to enjoy the journey. I'm not a swimmer. I can only float in water. So naturally, the ocean has always been a place to observe from a distance for me. But that spring morning, when the gentle light of the sun, rising over the Hawaiian island, unceremoniously broke the chains of the darkness, I found myself on the beach before the clock struck 6. I took a long stroll by the ocean, then sat on a beach towel and watched the sky turning from purple to pink and finally gold. And yes, I did end up floating in the ocean that day and enjoying every second of this simple and now absolutely unpretentious adventure.